data structure and types of data structure. Then after that we are going to study about stack and queue, because previously in previous videos I have described the array and linked list also. So if you want, then you can watch it. So first of all, what do you mean by data structure? Right, to provide any structure for to any data for doing or for converting or for performing any functional operations in computer, we use data structure. Alright, so data structure are typically used to organize, process, retrieve and store data on computer for efficient use. So for efficient or improving the capacity of the operation, we have to structure a data in a some specific manner. So having the right understanding and using the right data structure helps software engineers write the right code. So if we are having a different type of structures and the right type of structure, so it becomes very easy for us to recognize the data, and it is also helps uh, in establish or in taking or putting that data in different types of project in a right manner. So data structure is very important for performing any program, any program in a computer or performing any operations also. So there are two types of data structure we are defining here, that is linear data structure and non-linear data structure. Okay, so what do you mean by structured data structure? In structured or linear data structure, right? So linear data structure means structured in a linear manner, that means in a sequence list, for example array, linked list, stack, queue, etc. These are refers to the linear data structure. And non-linear data structure means that it is not in a linear manner. Okay, so for example hierarchical data structure like tree, binary tree and all, these are all comes under the non-linear data structure. Okay, now we want to learn queue. For array you have to see my previous video also. There you will get all the information about array and its types. Okay, so here is stack. Let me start with the stack. So a stack is an abstract data type. Okay, this is commonly used in various programming languages. Stack is also known as LIFO, that is last in first out, because of its properties. So stack is having a properties like last in whatever the data enters in last, it will relieve at the first. Understand? जो भी डेटा, मैं हिंदी में भी बता दे रही हूँ, जो भी डेटा लास्ट में एंटर होगा वो फर्स्ट में आउट होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप ले सकते हो जैसे क्लास, राइट. तो क्लास में अगर कोई बच्चा लेट से आ रहा है एंड लाइन लगा हुआ है. ओके, सो व्हेन स्टूडेंट कम एट द लास्ट एंड द लाइन इज सेट अप देयर, अगर वहाँ पे कोई लाइन लगा हुआ है और लास्ट में आ रहा है एंड वो क्लास नहीं हुई, जैसे छुट्टी हो गई या फिर कुछ प्रोग्राम हो गया और उसे वापस जाना है, तो जो लास्ट में आया है वो सबसे पहले रिलीव होगा, राइट. सो स्टैक का प्रॉपर्टी है, स्टैक इज हैविंग अ प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ LIFO. That's why we use this word LIFO, that is the short form of last in first out. Okay, so okay, we are going to look some diagram also, so this will make us easy to understand about stack. The element which come in the last moment will exit in first or accept in first. Okay, so there is a beaker, मैंने दो glasses लिए, दो beaker लिया है, and the last in is the 3. 3 डेटा नंबर जो है वो लास्ट में एंटर हो रहा है एंड इन फर्स्ट आउट. सो फर्स्टली मैंने कौन सा एंटर किया था? 1, देन सेकंड 2 and then third one is 3, right? So last one is here the 3. But when we are going to reveal, अगर हम उसे रिवील कर रहे हैं तो 3 नंबर पहले रिलीज होगा. ओके, so this is the property of a stack. Now in a stack we are having two operations, push operation and pop operation. Okay, in push operation, storing an element on the stack. When we are storing an element on a stack, that operation is known as push operation, and pop is used for removing an element from the stack. Okay, so you understand what is stack, how it works. Now we are going to study about push and pop. Let me see. I have signifies or to write algorithm of push operation. So first step, check if the stack is full. Okay, first of all we have to check the stack that it is full or not. So in step 2, if the stack is full, then produce an error and exit. Okay, and if the stack is not full, increment top to point next empty space. That means अगर पहले हम क्या कर रहे हैं, स्टैक को चेक करेंगे. ऑल राइट, देन इन स्टेप 2 अगर स्टैक फुल है देन एरर आएगा और वो स्टैक जो प्रोग्राम हमारा जो ऑपरेशन हो रहा है वो एग्जिट कर जाएगा. ऑल राइट, इन स्टेप 3 इफ द स्टैक इज नॉट फुल, अगर स्टैक फुल नहीं है तो इंक्रीमेंट होगा टॉप टू पॉइंट. ओके, दूसरे प्रॉपर्टी से कोई भी डेटा हम उसमें इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. स्टेप नंबर 4, एड डेटा एलिमेंट टू द स्टैक लोकेशन वेयर टू टॉप इज पॉइंटिंग. सो हम ऐड करेंगे किसको? डेटा को, किसी एक्स्ट्रा डेटा को टॉप में, मतलब जो लास्ट में होगा वहीं पर हम लोग उसको प्लेस करेंगे. एंड स्टेप नंबर 5, रिटर्न सक्सेस लाइक दिस. ओके, 4 नंबर जो है हमारा यहाँ पे वी आर हैविंग टॉप एट 3 एंड नाउ वी आर checking. First of all, in first step 1 we have to check there is a space available or not. If the space is available, then this data which is recognized as a 4 will come and enter in this stack. And now after this operation is happened, the top point is pointing on 4. Previously it is pointing on 3 and now it is pointing on 4. So this operation is known as push operation. Now pop operation is also having an algorithm like this. Okay, so in pop operation, top is pointing at 4 and after releasing the 4, the top is determined as 3. So understand? Now we are going to study about a new operation that is called queue in data structure. Okay, so similar as the stack, we are having there LIFO, and in queue we are having FIFO, that is first in and first out. So queue is also an abstract data structure similar as a stack. Okay, however there is a difference between stack and queue. Queue is open and at both the ends. See, in a stack, one side of the stack is always closed, so the data can store there. Okay, but in queue, both sides or both ends are open. So in queue is also known as FIFO, that is first in and first out. For an example, if we are having a classroom and the students are going to enter, so the student who come first, the first student who come first, he is the only one who is going to enter first in the classroom. So first come first serve. Okay, so first in and first out. One end is always to insert data and another one is used to remove data. Okay, so in a queue what it happens, there are two ends. One end is always to insert data and the another one is used to remove the data. All right, for example, bus stand, classroom, parking and many more. Okay, now queue representation, there is having a simple structure or a diagram given here. The data 1 is entering and then after that data 1 is relieving. So first in and first out. So a stack, there is a note, stack and queue can be implemented using arrays, linked list, pointers and structure. Operation, there are two operations of queue like stack. There is a enqueue and dequeue. So for you, enqueue is used for storing the data to the queue and dequeue is used for removing the data from the queue. Okay, algorithm here. Okay, and queue is containing two data pointers, front and rear. This line is also important, front and rear. Steps to perform enqueue operations are given here. How we, similar that we have to check that queue is full or not. If queue is full, then produce overflow error and exit, and if the queue is available not full, then increment rear point to point the next empty space. All right, in step 4, add data element to the queue location where the rear is pointing. So here is rear and front is given. So the last one is whatever is entering is called rear and the first one which is going to release is called front. Okay. So see here, Z element is going to enter and before entering Z, M is the last one, so M denotes as a rear and X is the first one, so X denotes as a front because X is going to release first. And in the second picture, after entering the Z, Z is going to be noticed as rear, not M, and X is also of course a front here because when we are going to release, X is the only one which is going to release at first. So first come first out, first in first out. Okay, and in dequeue operation, steps for performing dequeue operations are given here. Checking the availability, and if the queue is empty, produce underflow error and exit. Okay, and in step 3, if the queue is not empty, access the data where front is pointing. Increment front pointer to point to the next available data elements. Now see the figure. Before, D denotes as a rear, that is the last element in this queue, and B is the first element of this queue. So B is going to release at first and it is denoted as front. All right, and after the process happened, D is the rear point because D is the last point and C become the front because B element is released now. Okay, so front is the first element is going to be as C. So this is an algorithm also. You can see this for enqueue system and for dequeue system of course, sorry, and for enqueue I'm going to show you the algorithm. You can write this algorithm also. So this is the algorithm of queue. The steps are given here for enqueue implementation and this is a programming also. You can check this program. Okay, if you are having any doubt related to this stack and queue, you can uh, tell me by comment, in a comment box. You can type it. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for watching.